Hello and welcome to another session of mathematics with Mr. Juma. Today we're going to discuss about area of a triangle. Well, this is not the first time we are going through this area of a triangle to form 2s and also form 1s, because you have discussed this also in your primary school mathematics. Let's go through this particular statement where it is written the area of a triangle is usually given by the formula a half base times height, where b is the base in this particular expression, then h is the height. Now there are some situations which may arise and it may make it difficult to apply this formula, and such situations are like in this particular example 1 that we have presented with us here. So let us see how we can be able to get the area of this triangle ABC in this example 1. When we try and look at this triangle, it is triangle ABC with the base BC, and that is 16 centimeter. The height is not given. This is h. Then we have the hypotenuse, which is 12. One of the hypotenuse, which is AB, and that is 12 centimeter. So let us see how we can get the height. That is the first thing, so that we can apply this formula. Area is equal to a half. Take the base, which is BC, multiply that by the height, which is AN. So let's find AN. Now, in order for us to find the length of AN, let me try and extrapolate this particular triangle. So that is how the triangle looks when I extrapolate it. From there, we have height A, N. You'll forgive my handwriting, I'm using a mouse, and this will be B. But as time go by, I'll advance in my tech. So we have the angle ABN here is 30, that is 30 degrees here. Then we have AB, which is 12, okay, that's 12 centimeters. Then AN is what we need. Now, how do we do about this particular scenario? So this is what we'll do. You remember when we were discussing trigonometry in Form 2. Trigonometry, there are relationships of 3 sides of a right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle. And one of the relationship indicates that when we take the sine of any particular angle in a right angle triangle, call it theta, this should be equivalent to the ratio between the opposite, okay, opposite, divide that by the hypotenuse. So what is the opposite in this particular triangle? The opposite of this triangle is the height. The hypotenuse is AB, and the base is this side. Now, let us find the opposite, which is AN. Therefore, AN, which is the opposite, will be the product of the hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse will be here. So we'll have opposite. So that is opposite is equivalent to the hypotenuse. Multiply that by sine of angle theta. So hypotenuse is 12. Then the sine of 30 degrees. So this will be the height. When you have a right angle triangle, the height is always known as the opposite. Then the base will be referred to as the adjacent. ADJ, that is the abbreviations. So we have the height as that. So we simply replace this height in this particular formula, where we'll have the area of this particular triangle will be half times the base, which is what, 16. Then don't forget to include the height. And what is the height? It is 12 sine of 30 degrees. Now when you key in this in your calculator, you'll get the final answer as 48 centimeters square. Now in a nutshell, if we are given a question of this like this, and we are told to get the area of a triangle where there are only two known sides with an angle subtending the two sides of that particular triangle, we'll have to take half of the product of those two sides. We'll call them A and B, and don't forget to have a sign of the angle that is being subtended there, to be denoted as theta. This will be equivalent to the area of any triangle where only two sides are given. Then we have an angle subtending there, so we'll call that theta. Then the length of this side is A, then the length of this other side is B. Now I hope that answers the question most of you have on how to calculate the area of a triangle with two sides given and an angle subtending the two sides. We are going to do other examples in this particular section, and I hope you're going to enjoy the lesson. Do not forget to share and subscribe on the channel. Bye bye.